guys, welcome back to my channel. I was not planning to film this introduction for this video, but today I have my top 3 palettes that I used in January because when I uploaded that video, my ranking all the palettes I used in January, something must have happened and my top 3 did not upload. So rather than like deleting and re-uploading the whole video, I'm just uploading a short and sweet video about my top 3 palettes when I ranked all the palettes that I used in January. I will leave the original video down below, but just know going forward I will be more mindful and I will ensure that my ranking my palette video for each month has all of the palettes in one video. But thank you for being patient with me, and if you are returning from the ranking video to see my top 3, I appreciate you guys. Again, I was not intending to split the 2 up, but alas, this is how life goes. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy. I would love to know what some of your favorite palettes of 2023 are so far, whether they be old palettes, new palettes. Let a girl know. Anyway, what do I normally say in my introduction? Oh, if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel and you like project painting content, palette themed content, or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's get into my top 3 palettes from January. Coming in at number 3, I have my Janessa Myricks Volume 4 palette, and this is one of those companion palettes that I'm talking about. So obviously this is not an everyday palette for me. In fact, I'm not reaching for this on days that I'm going to work, because you have 14 shades in here and they are all very unique and interesting. But if I want a fun, just like out there, like it's gonna pop, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be like a noticeable, like she spent some time on her eyeshadow today. I love this palette. And I will say, so you have these 4 shades in the center that are definitely unique and interesting to use. Some of them are water activated, but I feel like I've figured out the learning curve behind it, and I actually really have enjoyed even these shades here. When the Vikings were in the playoffs and then lost the first round of the playoffs, I did a Vikings look and I used this shade right here, which kind of looks blue on screen, but it's like the perfect Vikings purple in my opinion. But I layered it over top of this, which also looks blue, I feel like on screen, but is like this purpley blue shade. These are all like multi-chrome shades, so there's colors within the color. But this is just water activated, so I would like get my finger wet, rub it in here, rub that on the lid, and it made this shade pop even more because I did like a test run for my Vikings playoff look, and then I did my actual Vikings playoff look, and adding this underneath was just made a huge difference and a huge impact. This is just so much fun. It's very expensive, but if you are looking for just fun in a palette, I highly recommend this one. I feel like I am not going to be able to say no to any of the Janessa Myricks Lightowrk palettes that may release in the future, because now I have volume 3 and 4 and I just like truly adore both of them. I think they're so unique and they just add so much value to my collection because I don't have anything like the shades in those palettes throughout my collection. Coming in at number 2, I have another like fun companion palette. This is the Adept Cosmetics, and this is the Ninhadrin. I have no idea how to pronounce that. This is what this palette looks like. Again, just fun pops of unique shades. I think I only reached for this 2 times, but I'm just so excited to continue to play around with this palette. I have not yet ranked this palette on my channel. I do plan to come and do like ranking my newest 7 palettes to my collection, but I haven't gotten my way through the palettes in terms of like using every single shade within the palette, and I don't want to come on and review new palettes unless I've used every single shade. So you will see that this palette in that video at some point. This will be a repeat palette, I'm sure, throughout many months of this year in these ranking videos, because I just think it's fun. And there's some really fun pops of pink that I think will be really fun for pink Valentine's Day looks. I'm all about pink this year. Like normally I like pink, it's always been a color I enjoy, but I have been like into pink. I ordered this like bubblegum pink duffel bag for the gym. I am literally so excited about. And then let me show you guys this because I'm so excited about it. I have a thing about cosmetics bags. Like I just love bags similar to water bottles. Like I just can't stop buying them. I was in Bath and Body Works yesterday and hello, had to have this. It's neon pink, which I love. Like I love pinks, but I also love neons. Neon pink, neon green, neon orange, like give me all the neons. I am so excited about this. So that's my like little rant spiel, totally off topic, but if I can find this at bathandbodyworks.com, I'll link it below for you guys. Coming in at number 1, my favorite palette of the month. If you guys know that I use this palette, are you even surprised that it's the Odins Eye Hela palette? I also was working on this in my No Pan Left Behind. I had so much fun with this. I will be hitting pan and double-sided this year. I have such a big dip. This is like one of my favorite inner corner highlights in my entire eyeshadow collection. And I'm gonna put this palette away for a little bit because I have used every single shade, but I am going to come back probably summertime and hit a pan in that I will have at least one pan in this palette by the end of the year. This is such a good palette. You guys know I love Odins Eye just so much. I don't think you can get this palette anymore, so I don't want to drone on and on and on, but I will say this was the first time I really like stepped outside of my comfort zone and did some different things. I did follow a couple of Angie's tutorials with this palette and I freaking love, like I didn't realize how much I love the shade Fluorescence, this like grassy green shimmer. I will be pulling this palette back out for St. Patrick's Day, and honestly I should try and do one more pink look with this for Valentine's Day using some of the pinks. I just feel like I've used this palette so much, and when I think about like rotating through my palette collection, that's why I'm like I should put this away for a little bit, but maybe I will pull this out, do one look with those pinks for Valentine's Day, then put it away until March, because yes, I will be using these greens for looks in March. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video. That is my ranking of the 13 palettes that I reached for in the month of January. I'd love to know in the comments below, what were some of your favorite palettes that you used in January? How many palettes did you reach for? What palette recommendations do you have for me? Let's just chat about palettes in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.